Hello, everybody. This is Stephen Birch with the beautiful backpacking guitar made by my friend Josh, who lives in Ventura, here close to where I live. And you can see that this is the coolest little thing. It's very lightweight and it's easy to play. And so if you want to know more about the backpacking guitar and so forth, then you can just look at the website, birchmusic.com. Just go right down there. You can see the link if you look down below here and click on that link. And then when you get to birchmusic.com, click on the backpacking guitar button, and then you can learn everything you want to know about the backpacking guitar, including how to tune the guitar and how to play the chords. Okay, so just a reminder now, the chords for all the major chords in the backpacking guitar is just with one finger. See how easy this is? The D chord, the G chord, and then for a minor chord, you use your pinky. So the pinky goes up 3 frets from where the first finger is. So for example, the E minor chord, you're going to put it on the 4th fret, and then your pinky is going to go on fret number 7, but just on the first 2 strings here. Now I'm going to move these fingers out of the way so you can see it. And that's a minor chord, okay? So let's get started. The song we're going to learn today is Down Under by Men at Work. It's a great little tune, and it only uses a few chords. In fact, just 4 chords. Just 4 chords is all that you need. 3 of them are major chords, and 1 of them is a minor chord. So it's a pretty easy song to play, and it's kind of cute. Got some weird words, but yeah, it's kind of cute. Okay, so the first verse starts with the E minor chord. So E minor is 4th fret, and then the pinky goes 4th fret with your first finger, and then the pinky goes on the 7th fret. That's 3 frets up from the first finger. And then you're going to put your pinky on strings number 1 and 2. Number 1 and 2, and there's the E minor chord. Now I'm going to move these fingers out of the way. So there's the E minor chord. Now when I actually play it, I'm going to keep my hand up here because it's kind of hard to keep those fingers out of the way the whole time. Okay, so let's get started. So the first chord is E minor, traveling in a... and then it goes down to the D major chord in a fried out combi, and back to the E minor chord. So E minor, D, fried out combi is D, and that's on the 2nd fret, D, 2nd fret. So traveling in a fried out combi, and then back to the E minor chord. And then after that, you go to the C chord, which is open, no fingers down, and then back to the D chord again. Okay, so let's do that first little phrase again. Traveling in a fried out combi. Good. All right, second phrase, same as the first. E minor, and a hippie trail, and then down to D. Head full of zombie, back to E minor, and then C, D. Okay? On a hippie trail, head full of zombie. Okay, then the next part is I met a strange lady. Back to the E minor chord. I met a strange lady. Back to now to the D chord. 2nd fret. Lady, she made me nervous. Nervous is back to the E minor chord. Nervous. And then C, D. And then she took me in, E minor. She took me in and gave me D, gave me breakfast. And breakfast is E minor chord again, breakfast. And then C, D. And she said, well, there's the first verse. There's the first verse. And now we go to the chorus. Now, the chorus is going to have a new chord, G. And G is on the 7th fret. Just first finger. Do you come from a land? Back down to the D chord for the word land. Land, and D is on the 2nd fret. So, do you come from a land down under? And then E minor, again, that E minor chord. And then C, D. So this whole chorus is the same chord progression for all 4 phrases. Okay, so G, D, E minor, C, D, G. So, do you come from a land down under, where the women glow and the men chunder? Let's see here. Can't you hear the thunder? You better run, you better take cover. we go. Okay, so there's the chorus. First verse and the chorus in the bag. So let's go to the second verse. Now, second verse, the chord progression for the second verse is the same as the chord progression for the first verse. That's why pop songs are so easy. So E minor, buying bread, and then from a man, D for the man in Brussels, back to E minor. He was 6'4", and full. So 6'4" is E minor, 6'4", and D, full of muscles. E minor, C, D. He said, do you speak of my, so he said is E minor again. He said, do you speak of my language? D, and then E minor. No, I said, do you speak of my language? And then he just smiled, E minor. See that? Remember that E minor chord? 4, and then the pinky up here. Okay. He just smiled is E minor and gave me D, a Vegemite, E minor for Vegemite. He just smiled and gave me a Vegemite sandwich. Sandwich is actually where the chord comes. E minor chord, sandwich. And then, and if you don't know what Vegemite is, go down under and check it out, okay? That's something that you eat when you're down under. Okay, so he just smiled and gave me a Vegemite sandwich. Okay, C, D. Now we come to the chorus. And the chorus on the second verse is a little bit different from the chorus on the first verse, but the chords are the same. It goes to G. I come from a land, D, down under, and then E minor, C, D, and then where the beer does flow, G, and then D, and the men, and then chunder. That's what the word is. I'm not even sure what the word means. I hope it's okay. Chunder, E minor, and then the same verse, then the same words as the first chorus. Can't you hear the thunder? You better run, you better take cover. Okay, so same chord progression for the chorus as in the first chorus, and same chord progression for the verse, second verse as in the first verse. Now, of course, look here, we're backpacking, right? We're out in the woods. There is a flute solo in here. It's pretty cool. But, unless you have a friend who's bringing a flute along in the backpacking, I don't think you're going to get the flute solo in here. Doesn't matter. Just enjoy the song. Okay, so third verse, same chord progression. E minor starts with E minor. Remember the E minor progression. So 4th fret, first finger, 7th fret, pinky on strings 1 and 2. Well, we've done that before. I know you don't need to hear me say it again, but you know what? A little bit of repetition never hurts. Okay, so lying in a den. And then den is D, second fret. Den in Bombay. And so, yeah, our songwriter is getting all around. So from down under to Brussels to Bombay. Okay, so Bombay, E minor, and then C, D, with a slack jaw, E minor, slack jaw, and then D, and not much to say. Say goes back to E minor, and then C, D. I said, are you trying to tempt me? E minor, D, and then tempt me. Back to E minor, because I come from a land. Land is D, 2nd fret, of plenty. Plenty, back to E minor, plenty. And he said, back now. Now the third chorus is the same as the first chorus. Do you come from a land down under? So G, D. Do you come from a land down under? And then E minor, C, D, where the women glow. D, and the men plunder. E minor. Can't you hear the thunder? You better run, you better take cover. And that's the song. That's the song Down Under by Men at Work. Well, I hope you have a great time backpacking out there with your backpacking guitar. And this is Stephen Birch, and I'll see you next time.